Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Cooler and blustery today in the Rogue Valley. Take a look at temperatures currently. We're only at 61 right now in Medford, well below average today when it comes to the thermometer, and winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour in Medford. And it'll stay pretty blustery into this evening, and then winds will back off a bit for most inland areas. Winds could stay a little bit gusty at the coast and then up in some of the higher terrain. We do have some cumulus clouds impacting parts of southern Oregon, and some of these clouds actually producing a few spotty showers and even some snow showers up in the higher terrain with this cooler air mass that's in place. We've had some spotty raindrops in the Chemult area, some snowflakes up at Crater Lake. Most of the activity, though, has stayed to the north of Medford and likely will. Look at how temperatures have cooled in Chemult, 38 degrees thanks to the shower activity. And now we're down to 49 in Klamath Falls, at 62 in Montague, 55 for you folks in Brookings. Look at these winds sustained between about 15 to over 20 miles per hour, sustained near 30 miles per hour at Crescent City. And we're getting some pretty high gusts in the mix as well, between about 25 to over 30 miles per hour. For much of the region. Winds will back off a little bit as mentioned, and with clearing conditions, showers coming to an end, especially after sunset. We're going to see a pretty cold night tonight, down to the 20s for the east side, but down to the 30s, even some spots in Siskiyou County getting below freezing. We have a widespread frost advisory for our west side valleys in southern Oregon and northern California. This goes from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Be sure to cover any sensitive plants. Now in Medford and Grants Pass, I don't think we're going to see much in the way of frost, but you get outside the cities, that's where we'll likely see some of that frost developing. And then into the Scott Valley as well as the Shasta Valley, we have a pretty good shot at seeing freezing temperatures. So a freeze warning is in place for the same time frame tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's a look at tomorrow afternoon, though. We'll see a nice rebound in temperatures, at least a little bit warmer than today, up to 70 in Medford and Wairika, 62 in Klamath Falls. Breezy conditions for the west side, especially pretty blustery at the coast. Take a look at Stormcast as we head into tomorrow. We will see a dry day across the region in the morning, lots of sunshine, but then some fair weather cumulus clouds along and east of the Cascades Friday afternoon. Will likely stay dry though. Similar story on Saturday, some pop-up clouds along and east of the Cascades with lots of sunshine for much of the west side and the coast. Look at that weekend forecast, warming up for the coast through the weekend, but winds will stay rather blustery both Saturday and Sunday, traveling up and down 101. Then for the Rogue Valley, look at the warmer weather, upper 70s on Sunday. Great weather to get outside for a hike, maybe a barbecue. It looks wonderful. And then in the basin, we'll also be seeing rising temperatures, a little bit breezy in the afternoons and evenings, but all in all, shaping up to be a pretty great weekend to get outdoors. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Staying dry for the coast through the weekend. Winds will be a big factor, though, through the weekend into early next week. For Northern California, temperatures warming up through the weekend. Some 80s, a string of 80s on tap for next week. Looking pretty dry through at least midweek. The Klamath Basin, look for breezy conditions this weekend, but temperatures will be warming. Overnight lows won't be as cold either as we head through the weekend into next week. The Cascades and Siskiyou's dry weather this weekend, and will stay pretty quiet into a good chunk of next week. Maybe a potential for showers coming up next Thursday. And then in the Rogue Valley, warming through the weekend, a little summer-like weather next week. But again, we'll have to keep an eye on Thursday, maybe a potential for a shower even in the Rogue Valley.